After age 70, throw away these 8 things for a peaceful and happy life. Reaching your 70s is a milestone, a time to embrace the wisdom you've earned and focus on what truly matters. But holding on to unnecessary baggage, whether physical or emotional, can rob you of the peace and happiness you deserve. What if letting go of just a few things could open the door to a lighter, freer life? This is your moment to prioritize joy, simplicity, and fulfillment. Let's explore 8 things you can release to make room for the peace and happiness waiting for you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. 1. Physical clutter, unused belongings. As we grow older, the physical objects we accumulate throughout life often hold memories, emotions, and sentiments. A piece of furniture may remind you of a special time. A box of letters might transport you back to cherished moments, and old clothes might whisper stories of who you once were. But as these items pile up, they can transform from treasures into burdens, silently weighing on your mind and spirit. After the age of 70, it's time to ask yourself, are these things adding value to my life today, or are they just taking up space? While some items are worth keeping, a photo album, a cherished memento, or a favorite chair, not everything deserves a permanent place in your home. The extra sets of dishes stored in cabinets, the stacks of magazines gathering dust, or the attic brimming with forgotten items are all candidates for release. Letting go of physical clutter is not about erasing the past. It's about honoring your journey by creating space for the life you want to live now. Start small, perhaps with a single drawer or a box in the basement as you sift through your belongings. Focus on what truly brings you joy and what is merely stuff. Imagine how lighter and freer your home would feel without the excess. When you let go of things that no longer serve you, you also open the door to helping others. Many of your unused items could find new purpose in someone else's life, a young couple starting out, a family in need, or a charitable organization. Donating can transform the act of decluttering into a meaningful experience. Each item you pass on carries with it the possibility of a new story. Creating a home that reflects who you are today, not the person you were decades ago, can be deeply liberating. It's a gift to yourself, allowing your environment to become a sanctuary of peace and simplicity. Imagine walking into your home and feeling a sense of calm, knowing every item has a purpose, a meaning, or a place in your present life. More than just tidying up, letting go of physical clutter is a metaphor for life itself. It's about releasing the old to make room for the new, shedding what weighs you down to rediscover what lifts you up. It's an act of self-care, a way to ensure that your home, your heart, and your mind are free to embrace the beauty and joy of every moment ahead. 2. Toxic relationships. Life is far too precious, especially in your later years, to be weighed down by relationships that drain your energy or bring negativity into your world. By the time you've reached 70, you've lived through decades of relationships. Some filled with love and support, and others perhaps marked by conflict, resentment, or obligation. It's time to take a careful, compassionate look at the connections in your life and decide which ones nurture you and which ones you're holding on to out of habit, guilt, or fear. Toxic relationships often come in many forms. It could be the friend who only calls to complain, never asking how you are. Or perhaps it's a family member who leaves you feeling small or unworthy after every interaction. Sometimes the most painful toxicity comes not from hostility, but from indifference, a relationship where you feel invisible or undervalued. Over time, these connections can sap your joy and make you question your worth. Choosing to let go of toxic relationships is not about anger or revenge. It's about love. Love for yourself. It's about recognizing that at this stage in life, you deserve peace, respect, and kindness in every interaction. Walking away or setting boundaries doesn't mean you're abandoning someone. It means you're choosing to prioritize your own well-being. This isn't always easy. Many toxic relationships are deeply rooted in history or tied to family dynamics. You might fear upsetting someone or worry about what others will think. But remember, setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of courage. It's a declaration that your emotional health matters and that you're no longer willing to compromise your peace for the sake of appearances or obligations. Letting go of toxic relationships doesn't always mean cutting someone out of your life entirely. Sometimes it's about creating distance or redefining how you engage with them. You might choose to spend less time with certain people or limit conversations to neutral topics. By doing so, you take control of your interactions, ensuring they don't chip away at your spirit. Imagine the freedom that comes from surrounding yourself only with people who uplift you. Picture a life filled with laughter, meaningful conversations, and quiet companionships that bring a sense of warmth and belonging. This is the gift you give yourself when you release toxic relationships. You create space for the love and connection you deserve. The relationships you choose to nurture should reflect the values and joy you want in your life. You've earned the right to spend your golden years surrounded by those who truly see and appreciate you. It's never too late to rewrite the story of your relationships, to seek out kindness and understanding, and to protect the peace you've worked so hard to find. 3 unnecessary responsibilities. As the years pass and you step into the golden chapter of your life, it's natural to reflect on the many roles and responsibilities you've carried over the decades. For much of life, responsibilities, whether it's raising a family, managing a career, or contributing to your community, have defined who you are. But as you reach your 70s, it's time to ask yourself, are these responsibilities still bringing me purpose and joy? Or have they become burdens that weigh me down? Unnecessary responsibilities often creep into our lives without us noticing. Maybe you've been the go-to person for family problems, always ready to step in and fix things, even when it's not your role anymore. Or perhaps you've maintained traditions or commitments out of habit long after they stopped bringing you happiness. You may still be trying to manage a large home or garden that feels more like a chore than a source of pride. These are the obligations that can quietly steal your time, energy, and peace. Letting go of unnecessary responsibilities doesn't mean abandoning your loved ones or neglecting what's important. It means shifting your focus to what truly matters now. For example, if managing a large property has become too much, downsizing to a more manageable home can free you to spend more time enjoying life rather than maintaining it. If family members rely on you too heavily, it's okay to gently set boundaries, encouraging them to take on more responsibility for their own lives. The decision to release these burdens is deeply personal and often comes with mixed emotions. You might feel guilt, especially if you've spent years defining yourself by your ability to help and care for others. But it's important to remember that stepping back doesn't mean you care less. It means you're choosing to care for yourself, too. And by lightening your load, you often become more present, more joyful, and more engaged in the relationships and activities that truly matter. Imagine waking up in the morning without a long list of obligations hanging over your head. Picture the freedom of knowing your time is your own to spend as you choose, whether it's reading a book, enjoying a walk in the park, or connecting with a dear friend over coffee. When you let go of unnecessary responsibilities, you give yourself permission to embrace these moments fully without the constant pull of what needs to be done. Life after 70 should not feel like a continuation of endless tasks. It should feel like a celebration of everything you've achieved and the joy that still lies ahead. By letting go of unnecessary responsibilities, you open the door to a simpler, more fulfilling life, where your time and energy are devoted to what truly nourishes your soul. It's not just a practical decision. It's a gift you give to yourself, and one you've more than earned. 4. Negative self-talk and regrets. As you reach your 70s, life offers a rare gift. The chance to reflect on the rich tapestry of your experiences. The joys, the challenges, the victories, and the mistakes all have shaped you into the person you are today, but too often, lingering regrets and negative self-talk can cloud this reflection, robbing you of the peace and self-compassion you deserve. Regrets can feel like shadows following you quietly, even as the world around you shines. Perhaps you think about missed opportunities, a career path not taken, a dream left unfulfilled, or a relationship that could have been different. These moments of what if often replay in your mind, fueled by the false belief that things could have been perfect if only you had done something differently. But life is not about perfection. It's about growth, about learning from each choice and embracing the person you've become because of those experiences. Negative self-talk, on the other hand, can be an even greater thief of joy. It whispers harsh criticisms. I should have done better, I didn't try hard enough, or I don't deserve happiness after what I did. These thoughts often go unchallenged, weaving themselves into the fabric of your self-perception. But ask yourself, would you ever speak to a loved one with such unkindness? If not, why speak that way to yourself? You've lived a life of courage and resilience, navigating joys and heartaches that have tested you, and you deserve the same compassion you offer others, releasing regrets. And silencing negative self-talk is not about pretending mistakes never happen or dismissing their impact. It's about choosing to forgive yourself and embrace the beauty of imperfection. Forgiveness isn't just an act of kindness, it's an act of liberation. It allows you to move forward with lightness, leaving behind the heavy weight of should have and could have to break free from these inner critics. Start by reframing the narrative you tell yourself. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, celebrate the courage it took to make decisions, even when the outcomes weren't perfect. Recognize the wisdom you've gained from every misstep and the strength you've shown in every challenge. Reflect on how those experiences have given you insight, resilience, and depth. Equally important is learning to live fully in the present. Regret anchors you to the past, while negative self-talk blinds you to the possibilities of today. Embrace practices that nurture mindfulness, such as journaling, meditating, or simply sitting quietly in nature. These moments of presence can help you connect with the life unfolding around you right now, reminding you that the past doesn't define you unless you allow it to. Letting go of regrets and self-criticism is an act of reclaiming your narrative. It's choosing to see your life not as a series of mistakes, but as a journey of discovery marked by resilience and love. By offering yourself grace, you create space for peace and contentment to flourish. After all, you've earned the right to live with a heart unburdened by the past and open to the joy still waiting ahead. 5 Unhealthy habits. As the years accumulate, so does the wisdom to recognize that the small choices we make every day shape the quality of our lives. By the time you've reached your 70s, your body has carried you through decades of experiences, and now it asks for care and attention in return. Yet lingering unhealthy habits, those we justify, ignore, or feel powerless to change, can quietly erode the joy, vitality, and peace we long for in our later years. Unhealthy habits don't only live in the obvious realms of diet, exercise, or sleep. They can also manifest in the routines we keep, the choices we make, and the patterns we repeat. Skipping meals or indulging in processed foods for convenience, staying sedentary out of comfort or fear of injury, or neglecting regular medical checkups because they feel inconvenient. These are habits that over time can take a toll on your physical well-being, but there's more to it than just physical health. Unhealthy habits often extend into emotional and mental realms, like holding on to worry, constantly watching negative news, or isolating yourself from others. These patterns can become so ingrained that they feel like part of life itself, but they are not inevitable. With conscious effort, even long-held habits can be shifted, opening the door to a life of renewed energy and balance. The beauty of this stage in life is that change is always possible, no matter how long something has been a part of your routine. Begin by reflecting on your daily habits. Are they serving you, or are they simply easy? For example, instead of skipping breakfast, could you prepare something simple and nourishing, like oatmeal or fresh fruit? Instead of staying seated all day, could you go for a gentle walk or stretch? Instead of scrolling through the news that fuels worry, could you spend that time listening to uplifting music, reading a book, or reaching out to a loved one? The process of letting go of unhealthy habits requires self-compassion and patience. Change doesn't happen overnight, and that's okay. Celebrate the small victories, choosing a healthier snack, taking an extra step, or simply going to bed on time. These seemingly minor adjustments compound over time, creating a ripple effect of well-being that touches every aspect of your life. It's also vital to recognize that seeking support is a strength, not a weakness. Whether it's a doctor, a nutritionist, a physical therapist, or even a friend to walk with, reaching out can make the journey toward healthier habits more manageable and enjoyable. You don't have to go it alone. Imagine the freedom and lightness that comes from taking control of your health. Picture yourself waking up each day with more energy, feeling stronger and more capable of enjoying the activities you love. See yourself surrounded by a sense of pride in knowing you've invested in your well-being. Letting go of unhealthy habits isn't about regret for the past, it's about hope for the future. It's about recognizing that your body and mind are precious, deserving of care and kindness. And as you embrace these healthier choices, you're not just extending your life, you're enriching its quality, ensuring that every moment is lived with vitality, joy, and a profound sense of gratitude for the gift of growing older 6 outdated beliefs. Life is a journey of growth. And the beliefs we carry along the way often serve as our compass, guiding our decisions and shaping our understanding of the world. However, as we age, some beliefs that once provided structure or security may no longer align with the person we've become or the life we wish to lead. By the time you reach your 70s, it's worth taking a closer look at these long-held notions and asking yourself, are these beliefs still serving me? Or are they holding me back from fully embracing this chapter of my life? Outdated beliefs can come in many forms. Perhaps it's the idea that aging means decline, that you're too old to learn something new, or that asking for help is a sign of weakness. Maybe it's a belief tied to societal expectations, such as thinking you must always put others' needs ahead of your own, or that you should avoid change because it's too disruptive. These notions often take root early in life, shaped by culture, family, or past experiences, and over time they can become invisible barriers to joy and growth. But here's the truth. You are not defined by the beliefs you've carried up to this point. At any age, you have the power to question, reshape, or release them. Letting go of outdated beliefs is not about rejecting your past. It's about honoring the wisdom you've gained and using it to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling now. Start by reflecting on the stories you tell yourself. Do they reflect possibility, or do they impose limits? For example, if you believe you're too old to embrace technology, remind yourself that many people in their 70s and beyond have learned to use smartphones, social media, or even online classes to stay connected and engage. If you think change is too daunting, consider how many changes you've already navigated in life, each one a testament to your resilience and adaptability. Releasing outdated beliefs also means embracing the unknown. Growth and discovery don't end with age. They evolve. There's always more to learn, more to experience, and more to contribute. Whether it's trying a new hobby, meeting people from different generations, or reevaluating what happiness looks like for you, allowing yourself to think beyond old limitations can open doors you never thought possible. Imagine the liberation of replacing "I can't" with "I'll try." Or "it's too late" with "now is the perfect time." Picture yourself approaching each day not with fear of what you might lose, but with excitement for what you might gain. This shift in mindset can bring a renewed sense of purpose and vitality, reminding you that every moment is an opportunity for growth. Letting go of outdated beliefs is one of the most profound acts of self-care you can offer yourself. It's a way of shedding the weight of unnecessary expectations and embracing the freedom to live life on your own terms. In doing so, you honor not just the years behind you, but the limitless potential of the years still to come. 7 financial worries that no longer apply. By the time you've reached your 70s, you've likely spent much of your life managing finances with care, saving for the future, and making decisions that require discipline and sacrifice. Perhaps those habits stemmed from times of financial struggle, raising a family, or preparing for retirement. But as you settle into this phase of life, it's essential to ask yourself, are my financial worries still serving a purpose, or are they robbing me of the peace and freedom I've worked so hard to achieve? For many, financial worries linger long after the need for them has passed. You may find yourself hesitating to spend money on things that bring joy or comfort because of ingrained habits of frugality. Perhaps you feel guilt about using savings, even though they were set aside precisely for this time in your life. These worries might whisper fears of what if? What if there's an emergency? What if I run out? What if I become a burden? While it's wise to remain mindful of your resources, living in a constant state of financial caution can prevent you from fully enjoying the present. This is the moment to step back and evaluate your financial situation with clarity and confidence. If you've planned carefully, it's time to trust in that planning and let go of unnecessary fear. Consider working with a trusted financial advisor to ensure your finances are in order, giving you the peace of mind to focus on living rather than worrying. A clear understanding of your financial reality can help replace anxiety with empowerment, allowing you to make decisions based on facts rather than fear. Equally important is the recognition that money is a tool meant to enhance your quality of life. It's there to help you create memories with loved ones, explore hobbies, travel, or simply make your daily life more comfortable. Perhaps it's treating yourself to a comfortable chair, enjoying a weekly lunch with friends, or supporting a grandchild's education. These are not indulgences. They are investments in your happiness and legacy. Letting go of financial worry doesn't mean being reckless. It means trusting yourself and the journey you've taken to get here. It's about embracing the understanding that the value of money lies not in hoarding it, but in using it to create a life of meaning and joy. After all, you've spent decades earning, saving, and preparing for this time. Now is your chance to reap the rewards of your hard work. Imagine the freedom of living without the constant weight of what if on your shoulders. Picture yourself making choices not from a place of fear, but from a place of abundance and gratitude. This shift in mindset can bring not only a sense of relief, but also a deeper appreciation for the experiences and connections that truly enrich life. Releasing unnecessary financial worries is an act of reclaiming your time, energy, and joy. It allows you to focus on the people and activities that matter most. Creating a life not defined by scarcity but by abundance. You've earned this freedom, and embracing it fully is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself in this beautiful chapter of life. 8. Fear of change. Change often feels like an unwelcome guest, particularly as we grow older. By the time you reach your 70s, the idea of change can stir up uncertainty and even fear. Familiar routines and surroundings offer comfort, while the unknown feels daunting. But here's the truth. Change is not your enemy. It's a pathway to growth and renewal. At this stage of life, embracing change can be one of the most liberating and transformative decisions you make. Fear of change often stems from a desire to hold on to what feels safe, even if it no longer serves you. Perhaps it's the thought of downsizing your home, learning new technology, or adapting to physical or social changes that feel inevitable. While it's natural to resist these shifts, clinging to the old can close the door to new possibilities. Every change carries within it a seed of opportunity, an invitation to rediscover yourself, connect with others in new ways, or create a life that better suits who you are now. Letting go of this fear begins with reframing your mindset. Instead of focusing on what's being left behind, think about what you stand to gain. Downsizing might mean less upkeep and more time for the things you love. Trying a new activity might bring unexpected joy or connections. Change is not about losing control, but about rediscovering your ability to adapt, thrive, and grow, even in unfamiliar territory. Imagine the freedom of welcoming change with curiosity instead of dread. Picture yourself stepping into new experiences with an open heart, finding strength in the resilience that has carried you through life. Each new chapter brings the chance to create memories, discover joy, and find peace in unexpected places. Letting go of the fear of change isn't just about the practical. It's about reclaiming your right to live fully, embracing every moment as it comes, embracing freedom and joy. Life after 70 is a time to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the beauty of simplicity, freedom, and fulfillment. Each of the 8 things we've explored, whether it's releasing clutter, unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, or outdated beliefs, is an opportunity to create space for joy, connection, and peace. Letting go isn't about loss. It's about gaining clarity and making room for what truly matters. It's about honoring the incredible journey you've had while stepping forward with lightness and purpose. This is your time to live with intention, to celebrate the small moments, and to cherish the people and experiences that bring you happiness. Every day is a gift. And every choice you make can lead you closer to a life of peace and contentment. You've earned the right to live on your own terms, unburdened, unafraid, and deeply fulfilled. Let this be the chapter where you embrace the freedom to live fully and joyfully, surrounded by the things that truly nourish your heart and soul. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.